Welcome to Midlife Customs. In this video I show you how I set up and add fluid to a Harbor Freight 3-ton low profile jack. If you like working on cars and watching DIY videos, then you should hit the subscribe button because that is what I post on this channel. Please take a quick minute to read this disclaimer. I am not a professional, nor do I claim to be. So I've had a 3-ton low profile jack for quite some time now, and I figured I'd pick up another one for home use. So I figured I'd take this opportunity to make a video of how I set it up and add fluid. And as you can see, it's pretty straightforward. I mean, in the box is 2-part handle that you have to put together and basically the body of the jack. So there's nothing there big there, but the thing that I never really knew myself is that you're actually supposed to add fluid to it before you even use it. So here you can see that there's going to be 2 files that you don't touch. You don't mess with that at all. But here's the filler plug. So that's kind of what I'm going to show right now. And here's what I use, the liquid wrench hydraulic jack oil, which I've had from my last jack. And you can see it has this little spout where you can pour the oil out, and you can get a little funnel if you have one. I don't have any, but I have no idea if you can use any other oil in that. First thing I had to do was remove this little stopper which holds the handle level down, and basically what I had to do is hold the level down while I pull it out. And even in the instructions it tells you to wear safety glasses. I didn't, but yeah, so I'll show you. You just hold that down and it popped out easy, and then that's able to come up. So the next thing I have to do is assemble the handle, which is pretty straightforward. It just has that little clip you have to push in, and it pops out that little drilled out spot, and there's only one drilled out spot on one side, so it's pretty straightforward. And you can see the grip side of the handle, and then on the other side it has this little beveled part, which is what you're going to put down in the jack, and then the adjustment screw will hold this in place. So with a 17mm socket, I was able to loosen the bolt, which will actually, it's a security bolt. It holds the thing in place, and you can see it has this square part that the handle will go in, but you can see how this works. So screwed in, it's going to hold it in place, and out allows it to be removed. So here you can see the square socket, and you just want to make sure that's lined up when it goes in. And here you can see as it drops in. After it drops in, you can tighten it down, and after you get it tight, what you want to do is just kind of make sure that it's secure by pulling it up and down. Then once you know it's secure, you can finish tightening it down with the 17mm. The next thing I had to do was remove all the 4 screws that's basically holding what would be an inspection plate, I guess. So yeah, you'll just remove the 4 screws, and that'll give you access to the oil filler plug. And once again, you can see here it says safety valve, do not adjust, so you won't be messing with those. This is the filler plug. And so basically what they say is to go counterclockwise, so you can spin the handle counterclockwise until it stops, and that's going to relieve all the pressure on the inner valve, I guess. Then you'll remove the filler plug all the way out, and that's where you will be adding oil. And as you can see here, it appears to be pretty low. In the instructions it says you want to fill to about 1/4 inch from the top, and you can see here I'm not seeing any oil in there. The next thing I did was to add the oil, and as I said before, they do sell these little funnels for this, but I didn't have one, so I just kind of got lucky. It tends to be a little bit of a messy job, so have something underneath it, or a rag to clean it off, but you can see it took quite a bit of hydraulic oil to get to where it seemed to be topped off. And once again, it says fill it to a 1/4 inch from the top. I didn't think it was very clear in the instructions whether you should leave the plug out or in, and at first I actually left it out and it got pretty messy, so I wound up just putting the plug back in while I did this. It says hold down the saddle while pumping the handle several times, and that's going to kind of get all the air bubbles out of it and kind of fill out any places where oil's not in. And then you'll open it up, and now you can see that I have a pretty good amount of oil in there. If you don't, I guess you can just keep doing it until it's topped off, and if it's too much, I guess you're gonna have to just leave the filler plug off and pump it out. After getting the right amount, I just made sure that I secured down the filler plug, and now it's time to put the four screws back into the inspection plate. And that's it. It should be ready for use. In the instructions it says to try it out before you put it under a car or anything. So I wanted to see how fast it goes up, and as you can see here, there's a second, third, fourth, fifth, and then just a tad bit more, and that was it. So not quite 6, and it's all the way fully extended, and that reached about just under 20 inches, as you can see here. And then at its lowest point is just under 3 inches. But at the highest part in the back, it reaches about 6 inches. So basically the dimensions on the box are pretty dead on. And like I said, I had one of these before and I was always really happy with it. That's why I got another one. If you found this video helpful, please hit subscribe and leave a comment. And as always, thanks for watching.